Talking about Qatar 2022, that was when you were, at your first senior tournament. We've got loads of debutants at this tournament. How are they feeling? Have you been able to help them at all?
Yeah, I think, we have such a young group anyway, and a lot of the boys have been together. It's just one of them things that everyone always says, that they're just saying it for a reason, but if you were allowed access to our hotel, you would realise how close we all are. The things we can do in terms of downtime, the things we get up to, the facilities we're allowed to use. It does not matter now who anybody plays with, So for them, I think they've got the excitement is building more and more and more. I think maybe a few might be itching for that first game to come, or even just to watch. But there's lads who have been 6 tournaments now, I think, are the most. There's lads who have done 3. I've done 2.5. So yeah, I think there's a lot of experience, but also them boys who are new to their first international tournament have also won things. Kobe Mainoo, for example. It might be his first tournament, but he's had a breakthrough season, which a lot of players dream of. Won the FA Cup a couple of weeks ago, so he knows what he can do, and we all know what he can do as well.
Yeah, you came in so late, replacing Dean Henderson as number 3 keeper. You're now number 2. We've talked about the fact you've always got your sights on number 1. It's Jordan Pickford's shirt, but does that show how desperate this team are to show that they can cement themselves with a starting place all the time? Because everybody I've spoken to is desperate to start.
Yeah, of course, and I think Jordan has had the shirt, and we've all been trying desperately hard for the past 5 years to get it off him, and he's done incredibly well. And if he gets the nod, then I hope he does incredibly well again. Because if he wins the tournament for me and I don't play a minute, it'll be the happiest day of my life. But what I would say is squad numbers don't always mean everything. We're all fighting for the same goal. We're all desperate to play, but then we also realise that it's going to be a 26-man effort, 27 when you add Tom into it. So, no footballer wants to not play. I've had a tough year personally not playing, and I never want to do that again. But when you come with the national team, when you find your role, when you know your role, which Gareth is very good at, speaking to you about, and your mentality changes. I would do absolutely anything. If he said I was number 3 and number 4 or number 1, I would do anything for the team. I'd be on the training pitch for 4 hours if I could. So the competition is what we need. We don't want 11 players who are going to pick itself. We want to give headaches to the staff, because you can't just rely on 11 players for 7 games if you want to win the tournament.
You mentioned that tough year, and I know you're here to talk England, so I'm not going to put you on the spot and ask about your future. But what I will ask you is, A, what that's like when you thought you'd had this great big move to Arsenal and were going to be number 1. What's it like being Aaron Ramsdale in that situation, and how desperate are you to be back as number 1 at a big club?
Well, it was tough. It was tough. But now I have my release. Now I'm now here. I've got the greatest honour, the greatest badge on my chest. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Winning something for England, if I play a minute or no minutes, will be the pinnacle for me. It'll be the best day ever. So, for the time being, I'm probably one of the happiest 26, 27 men in England, and hopefully we can make not just us, but however many millions at home the happiest as well.
Thanks very much, Aaron. Appreciate it.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.